when we talking unconditional love? Is it a real thing? Is it a myth? Boy, you crazy. Uh, I guess that's what we're trying to figure out. Ben Good, Caveman, Ren, aka the People's Champion, Hatchback back in the building.
What's up with
Talk
it,
to
y'all?
me.
Yeah, man.
Talking about this unconditional love thing, brother.
Man, I think unconditional love it exists, but I don't have it. I was watching this show where this man killed this lady, right? And the mama, he went to prison for life. The mama going to jail and visited him every day. You feel me? So I would think she wouldn't have no love for this man after what he did, but I see that it exists. But me personally, I write you off. I think I take a page out of my mom and pop's book. If I was to disappoint them and put a bad stain on their name, I'm out of there. You ain't no more son. You feel me? And I kind of adopted that what you call it, principle with my life. My kids disappoint me. They out of there. Unconditional love is not, it don't exist for me.
Damn.
Is that I don't feel bad about that though. I had that conversation. They're like, "You something wrong with you, boy?" I'm like, "Not really. I bust my ass for these children. Don't sleep, can't get what I want, and then you out here, you robbed the bank, you didn't rob the old lady, you didn't 4 children. No, you out of there.
You on mute, hey? I can't hear you.
So you mean to tell me
I said it.
that the project that you started, the thing that the vehicle that you put the tires on and you picked the motor, you did the work, and the shit didn't come out the way you want, so you scrap it?
Like a burnt pot of beans.
Wow.
That's a
You know how much work I put in them beans? It ain't like I just woke up. I burrowed them beans all day. I'm out here.
So who's the failure?
Me. I failed.
And you good with that?
I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta live, dog.
You good with that?
He wearing that bit.
I gotta live. Move on.
So
Shout out to Rollo with the tinted glasses, the tinted shades back there.
So you
Like
saying
history month.
that
That's why I put it on.
unconditional love don't
People
exist
don't
at
remember
all?
Fred.
You saying unconditional love don't exist at all in no capacity, not even for your kids?
I said, no, not for me. I don't have it. It exists for other people. I think it exists for other people. They got shit I'm just not gonna accept, and I ain't gonna feel bad about it. Like I said, I get that principle from my parents.
So do your kids like have a list of shit that they better not do to cut off your love, or they just walking out here freelancing hoping they don't fuck up?
I don't tell them the list. I'm just watching them.
Well, wouldn't it be advantageous if you have some parameters if you're gonna cut the water off? I mean, shouldn't they know not to step into?
Well, they see how they need to behave. They see their mama, they see their daddy, they see their family. So anything outside of that is almost.
So you the gauge of their behavior.
Okay.
See, I ain't saying me. You see, I said me, their mama, the family. I said all of that, but you just end up saying, "Oh, you."
No, because out of those people, if you one of those gauges, then they have a lot of leeway. Is what I'm saying.
Take the village, man.
Think about this: you have an all-powerful being that created something, and then you set these rules. And then if they go outside of the rules, the all-powerful is no longer, he smite them. You a God. You a God?
What are you saying? I don't get what you're saying.
Are you a God?
I don't have to be a God to
I'm
not
saying,
want.
who
I
are
got
you
to be a God and not want some shit.
Who are you to create something and cut it off? Who are you to do that?
What? I can do what I want with my shit. Anything.
Really?
If it's mine.
That's a slave master's mentality.
Slave master. Talk to him, baby.
I'm not controlling them. I'm controlling me.
No, you're not giving
my feelings. This is how I want to live. Nobody can tell me how to operate my own existence.
Yeah, I can't tell you how. I could tell you what it is, though.
I say it's comfortable and I'm happy with how I'm living.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's still fuck shit. That's why a lot of people out here lost. especially young
No, that's
people.
why we put our effort and do what we got to do for these children. And if they make some fucking decisions outside of our busting our ass, you out of there.
Well, that's not life, my brother.
That is life.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
I just to me, dog, like the way I look at my kids, certain shit that I probably would have said before I had kids. If I have a kid and they do this, or this, that's a wrap. I'm done with them. But now that I actually have kids and I'm invested that time and developed that love, is like I can't think of nothing that they could do that'll make me turn the love off, like turn my back on them. Like, you're in jail, I'm coming visit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Amen, my brother. Amen, my brother. Because it's for the long haul, the legacy. Anybody could be in a situation. You can get in a situation that, I mean, fuck, a bad weekend, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just you dig, it could put you in a different situation. So, I mean,
So if you quit on your kids, you quit on anybody.
I mean, fuck, I don't even know if I could call you around. Shit, I ain't got a fucking shot.
Hold on, fellas. Y'all making it seem like a nigga just he went lost $100. Like a nigga beat somebody up. It got to be extreme situations, fellas.
But we don't know what
You
the
can't just do
extreme
anything
situations
wrong
though.
with that.
It's not really no situation that we saying we feel is that extreme. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they got some out there.
My son, I'm with you whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent.
I'm with you.
Feel
I'm
me?
with
Just let me know what it is.
Because guess what?
Rock with you, but I'm with you.
My love may be able to break through what's ever happening inside your head. You feel me? Long suffering. You know,
Real.
you are part of me. Everything you do is a part of me. So I got to remedy. If something's sick, I got to remedy it until I make it well.
See what y'all speaking on as if is a one shot, one hit miss. We talking about certain things, a build up, some shit you just ain't gonna tolerate no more.
Well, look,
what y'all speaking on is if they come back and they had a DUI and they went to jail, I don't want you no more. They killed somebody in an accident. That ain't what I'm saying.
Why don't you take the liberty to give an example so we won't be confused?
I'll give you an example. My son snapped out and damn tied me up and cut my arms and threw battery acid all over my face. Ruined my life.
Why would he do that?
It ain't no why, because that happens to people. They got people who children fuck clean over. What you mean?
I mean, in that situation,
I'm out of there. You ain't my child no more. You gonna do your daddy like that.
In that situation, he don't give a fuck about you.
So therefore, I'm back in charge of this conversation.
I'm talking about realistic.
That is realistic.
Okay, so outside of doing bodily harm to you or the other loved ones, is there anything else that could cause you to stop loving your kids?
Yeah, give me some real shit, man. I'm not talking about Saw or no.
Like an act that they perform in the world, some shit they do. You know what I'm saying? Like not to chop my arm off and beat me over the head with it. Like if my son do that, as much as I love him, I gotta stop fucking with him too. That's not gonna happen.
But look, how am I getting that situation though? I mean, what the fuck happened for us to
this nigga said he cut his arm?
Hey, come on, throw acid on him. What the fuck?
See, that's that mental midget shit right there.
Man, you tripping, man.
Then he went dark as fuck. If he cut my arms off and throw battery acid on me, I'm just gonna.
That bullshit.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Look up there, yeah.
Okay, let me ask them. Let me get specific then. What if one of your children became dependent on narcotics, and they did all the things that people that depend on narcotics do? Oh, we ran him out.
I say the bullshit meter. Y'all didn't see that?
Hey,
bullshit meter off the chain today.
Brought to the snow, man.
Fuck out here, man, with that bullshit.
Yeah, bro, I can't see that one. Like we all know that, you know, shit is predicated off action, bro, and we get it. But come on, man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's a big difference between fathers with sons and fathers with daughters. I noticed that a lot of guys, it ain't everybody, but a lot of guys that have daughters, they're more apt to cut them off than their sons.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
for the reason of the attitude clash. You see what I'm saying? It's like the communication is usually better between father and son in most situations. Now I
So
know some niggas that can't stand their daddies, but I'm just talking about as far as people that I know.
for me, I guess my situation is a tad bit unique then, because my communication with my daughter, I would say, is better than my communication with my son. My daughter is, personality wise, a lot like me. If it's on her mind, she gonna tell you what it is. Very open line of communication. My son, he's like a version of me, a different version of me, because I can be very introverted in my own head too. And he's like a real problem solver. Before he presents a problem to me, he gonna try to solve it himself. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, I would say my relationship probably better with her, or closer with her, or whatever. But not kind of because I gave him a little more leeway. Like, you a dude, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Playing you as close, but at the end of the day, either way, son or daughter, and I guess I'm fortunate to have both. So um, I love them both unconditionally. It's like shit that they could do to break my heart. It's shit that they could do to severely disappoint me.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely,
but
absolutely.
like I can't imagine a situation where it's like I don't ever want to speak to you again. I don't ever want to see you again. Or I can know your life is in some type of danger, and I don't feel inclined to want to help or intervene.
Right.
Now, the example you gave with like a narcotic addiction, I could see it getting to that point. Like when you feel like you've exhausted every fiber of your being to try to help this person, then is but even then, it's not that I don't love you no more. It's
Man,
that
I just can't
I
deal with you
realize that I
in
can't
a
help
certain
you,
manner.
and me trying to help you is hurting you. You see what I'm saying? So, but the love still isn't cut off in that instance, because I say that, let's say you 10 years you done went through the ringer with your child trying to get them through rehab, this and that. You say, you know what, I'm done. You're on your own, whatever, you go figure it out. And then in 2 years they come back clean. Are you still done, or are you happy and full with and full of pride and joy? You see what I'm saying? So I
Well,
just couldn't imagine turning my back on my kids, dog. That's not in a personal relationship, like with a female or this and that. That love is very conditional. You know what I'm saying? But with my
Oh,
kids, nah.
most definitely, most definitely.
if you love something, let it go.
No,
If
I
you,
don't know.
I
I
be
don't know.
letting shit
I
go.
don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about that. But I know sometimes, especially parents, uh, they get in the way of the maturation of a child by putting their hands on things for too long. They never get a chance to figure it out for themselves, or be responsible for what happens to themselves. And they always have that crutch. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
no, at some point, I think whether like in the situation of narcotics or they just get to a certain age where you let them go. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's for good or bad, and that don't mean you don't, like we saying, you don't love them, but I
but is
can't hold
but
you.
is letting them go the answer to what I'm saying? Like people say, if you love them, let them go. Is letting them go the answer? Because obviously they don't have the
It is depending on the
yeah.
situation, like we were just talking about with the narcotics type shit. Like, yeah, it'll get to the point where I've exhausted all my resources. I gotta just let you do you. You know I love you, but you not gonna change. I can't make you change. So I just gotta let you live your life. I'm still here, but you gotta make up in your mind, is this what you're gonna do and how you gonna rock. As on the other hand, your child just get to the point where they're no longer a child. You can't treat them as such. You got to let them go and just be the adult that they've grown to be. I would much rather be preferring to do that than the former. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to come to a point where you as a parent, you got to take your hand off it. We just hoping that we taking our hand off it in a positive way and not the negative. That's all.
I mean, it's a slippery slope. Like, so I was watching this show. Y'all ever heard of like Almost Got Away with It? Where it's people who commit a crime and fucking almost got away with it.
Yeah.
So it's this one dude, like I think he had did a murder, or armed robbery, something, whatever. Went to jail, escaped from jail, called his mama. Mom, moms know what's going on, but mom's always had his back, like I'm coming to get you where you at, whatever. And you know, obviously him and moms know, well, I'm on the run. This is one of the first places they gonna look. And he wind up splitting, you know what I'm saying? He didn't stay there. But for that time frame, now from a parent's perspective, you protecting your child. But from a child's perspective, you putting yourself and your parent in danger by your actions. So I know Cleve having this little technical difficulties. I hope he climb up on the pole or something, because I wanted to ask him in a situation like that, like say your child on a run for some shit or whatever, and they come to you seeking refuge. Do you close the door? Is it like, no, get the fuck, you can't come in here?
No, you come in and let's figure out what's gonna be the best situation for you.
And dog, that's how I am, dog. Like
Let's
if
see
I
what
put
it
my
is.
child on the run for murder, nigga, like come in here and tell me what the fuck going on. Like we gotta figure this shit out. Like I'm gonna
Right.
help you. Like, and if I'm going to jail for eating in the bed, and like nigga, I'm going down for mine, dog. Like
Yeah.
that's
We
just
gonna-
truly
we
how
gonna-
I
We need to
feel.
make a decision. What's the best thing for you to do?
Right.
You know
we
what I'm
gonna
saying?
figure
Like,
it out. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, like I ain't pushing you out there. Like I'm trying to protect you. You heard me? Like
Yeah, that's an extension of me.
you ain't gonna even get that. Ain't even how I told you so moment. Like it's like, man, my whole focus at that moment shifts to
Right.
protecting you.
Right. How you feeling mentally? How your mind doing? Look, keep stay focused. Let's figure this out.
you ain't
Who
gonna be
saw
like,
look, who
Hmm?
saw you? Who was there? Can tell me this. I need you to be as detailed as possible as to what happened.
Oh, what you say? Am I gonna be like Ghost?
yeah, that's good for
Gotta
you.
turn
You.
yourself in?
It's good
Nah,
for you.
fuck
nigga, I ain't running for no office.
I knew you was gonna do it, little nigga. You gonna hit him with-
Hell no, I ain't got none of them for you. Like, man, I'm Joseph with you. You heard me?
Yeah, dog. Hey, man. I don't know, dog. I was surprised by Leclerc. That boy crazy, but I shouldn't have been that surprised.
Chris-
and right on time.
Chris Rock had made a statement that everybody has unconditional love except for a man. Mama get unconditional love, baby get unconditional love, daddy don't get unconditional love.
You agree with that?
What y'all think about that?
I already said it.
I don't even know if I necessarily agree with that. Like I said, for me, I don't think people love each other unconditionally. I think people love their offspring unconditionally. Any other relationship, like if you're a female and you dealing with a male, it's conditions that he could do that's gonna make you not want to fuck with him.
Your
And
children
vice-
too.
Hmm?
Your children too.
Nah, you speaking for yourself on that.
I
Ready
just
to
gave you
sell
an
that.
example about bodily harm.
If you-
and you
No,
agree
I
with it.
look. I had a question. Look, this one here. I was watching this show. Almost got away with it. Dude go to jail, either murder or armed robbery. I don't remember what the exact crime was, but he escaped from jail. First person he called his mom. He already know mom's come through for me for everything. I know she gonna answer, no question about it. Of course, mom's answer, where you at? Come and pick you up. I know you escaped from jail because you ain't supposed to get out for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? She go get him. Now, in the process of going to get him, like I was telling them, from a parent perspective, you protecting your child. From the child perspective, you putting yourself and your parent in danger because they protecting you. So I was going to ask you, what would you do in that situation? Your child is on the run from the police for a crime that they committed. They done escaped from jail, or the police are actively looking for them, and they come to you seeking refuge. What you do?
You going to jail.
What? Wait, you turning them in?
Yeah, if he did wrong, committed a crime.
Now, say,
Murder?
well, I done had I done had a homeboy of mine. Like his mama turned him in, but it was after, we didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? We
That's
didn't
what I'ma do.
discuss it. This about the best outcome for you. We going down there to turn you in to make sure they don't fuck over you because they're looking for you type shit.
Right. That's what I'm gonna do.
But
But we're speaking on.
I'm not about to just like play you on something I'm gonna turn you in.
See
Yeah.
what Ren doing
This
is
shit's
he
not
coming
like
up.
you about to play your sons. Luckily,
See what Ren doing is coming up with shit that ain't a condition. We talking about
That is a
unconditional.
condition.
So listen, that's not a condition. Some people have as a deal breaker. There's a condition to everybody that's a deal breaker. You might not want to speak the condition, You might not want to visit the condition in your mind, but it's
No,
not a condition.
we
that-
talking specifically this though. We talking about your kid on the run. Do you come to their aid?
I'm gonna talk to him and turn him in if he committed the crime. That's what I'm gonna do. That has nothing to do with my conditional love for him or not. I
So
can
you
still
still
love
love
him.
him, but you are acting.
I'm
in
gonna
their
do the
best
right
interest.
thing. He a criminal. He a killer. He got to go to jail.
Allegedly.
No, if he did it, if he ain't do it, I don't believe he did it. I'm gonna rock with him. You see what we talking about? We talking about things that we could tolerate. I'm talking about situations where nigga cut your arm off and threw battery acid on you, blind you.
Yeah, that's the extreme.
They got extreme situations though, but you said ain't none.
You always like to go to them extreme
Cause I'm gonna
situations.
pull it out of nigga. I'm
Now,
gonna pull
check it out.
out.
Check it out.
That's what I did.
You put-
I pulled
check
it
it out.
out, you dog. You don't
I
have
got
conditional love for your children, Rick.
What you say, Hat?
I got one for you. Just say you sign your kid as an authorized user on your credit card, right? $30,000 limit. He go out one night, you know what I'm saying, feeling himself, and fuck it, I'm gonna ball out tonight. And he run up a ticket, 15,
Well,
20
my money.
grand. 20 grand.
That's not a condition I disown him for. You got to find something deeper.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna admit to it. What I'm saying, that's
You
not
ain't
him.
heard me. That's not
You
a
ain't heard
condition.
me.
That ain't a condition I disown him for.
So okay. I mean that's fine. But what would you do?
I
I'ma
talk
take
to
off
him.
his-
I'm gonna handle his ass.
I'm gonna dig off in his chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna handle the shit out of him. Might
You
whoop
done
his
showed
ass.
yourself to be irresponsible. You've lost that privilege of being not even being an authorized user, but you ain't getting his card no goddamn more.
I'm gonna whoop his ass.
But-
Wop, 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 wop. I'ma
Like,
whoop his
okay,
ass.
so
Y'all scared to admit it, dog. Y'all
mean,
got conditions.
Scared to admit what?
it gotta be like
You don't
a
have unconditional love for your children.
I mean, I guess
I have
the
no-
scenario is like if they slaughter the whole family and I'm the only family member you leave alive, like then I might not love you no more. You killed
Okay.
Granny, you killed your brother, you killed, you know what I'm saying? If
That's
it's
what
I'm
something
gonna
off,
ask
like,
you. I'm gonna ask you why.
So therefore, my thought process is still accurate.
no, your thought
Because
process is
you-
never
yeah,
accurate.
is they have reasons why we might stop dealing with the person, the child, or
Brent
distance
just said he'll
ourselves.
kill the whole family. He disowning them.
But
Still
you're
love
not
him?
gonna stop loving the child.
Oh, not okay. So why you brought up that comment about killing the family if that ain't a condition either?
I don't have
God
no
damn,
condition.
I mean, but
Okay,
why?
you don't got a condition. Okay, I got one.
But people disown their kids for a lot less. Is what I'm saying. Like
Right.
That's-
So
And you don't
unconditional
really
love-
have no standard. You just gave this far-fetched scenario, but
right.
it got to be something within the realistic realm of you disowning them. It can't just be, oh, if you cut my arms off and throw battery acid on me.
Yeah. What are the type of things other than that?
Realistic shit.
Yeah.
All right.
What if
My
what if
daughter-
you
Kill
had a
somebody.
I'll give you
What
an
if you
example
had
of
a
my
son?
daughter out there just giving her body out and just out there sleeping around. Bring
And she
the
become
baby
like
out-
a porn
baby-
star or something.
Right, baby after baby out of there. No one nothing to do with you.
How many
Yeah.
babies is the limit?
How many?
And
More-
and okay, listen. How many babies is the limit? And do you turn your back on only her, or you turn your back on your grandkids too?
just her.
Oh, okay.
well, how that work?
So you
How does
think
it work?
So what if you had a son, right?
I got one.
Okay, and he was a homosexual.
You out of
And
there.
and listen, and he was a slut. Like he like
You
he
got to
was
be a slut. You just got to tell me one time.
No, but I'm saying he was a ho-ho though. Like he was fucking like nigga after.
You out of there.
Hey,
You
brother,
really told me you thought about it.
Why would you do that?
Why?
Why? Who are you to judge him like that?
I'm not judging him. I'm living my life. What make me happy?
Okay, well,
but
you can do
your
that.
happiness is based on what they do? What what they do behind closed doors make you happy or sad?
Yes. What my children out there doing right now, my daughter at work, I'm happy. She out there respecting herself. I'm happy. She
Well,
out there
are you-
having sex with everybody, Dick and Harry. It's affecting me.
How? How you
Because
know
I'm
that?
thinking about my daughter, her safety, how she making my name look. That's
So
why.
no more after that.
It's out of there.
How
Talking
many
about Jesus,
babies? How many babies is your love cut off?
depending on how many she can afford and how many baby daddies she have.
Well,
It's calculated, dog.
let's say she have 3 by 3 different men. She still good?
Depending on the men, depending on the relationship.
None of them men ain't
It's
shit.
factless.
Well, no. All the dudes good. They all in their kids' life. They
When
just the
she taking care
relationship
of them,
thing.
I ain't got a problem with that. Live.
Okay,
She can
so-
live.
4 like that, 5 like that, 6
I'm
like
five,
that.
that's enough. 5 is too
How
many.
many kids you have, Cleve?
I got 3.
Okay. Do they all have the same mother?
They got the same daddy.
I asked, do they all have the same mother?
Oh no, they ain't got the same.
Well, your hypocrite ass need to shut the fuck up then.
I might
Hey,
have told y'all except my daughter if she had 3 baby daddies.
Leave got a
You
lot
take
of
care of them like I
conditions.
take care of them.
You hear me? And a lot of double standards.
Come
which
on,
we was
man.
working on yesterday.
Come
But,
on, man.
He had missed that.
That's
one.
why he was missing in action for that show because it
Dude.
was all about him.
You can't be an imperfect person and expect perfection.
Ooh, say that again. Bars.
Say it again, Hat.
You can't be an imperfect person and expect perfection.
Where you
Oh,
get
wow.
perfection? Where
What
you
we
get
need y'all to
perfection?
do is hit us up in the fucking comments. Let us know what y'all think, especially about LaCleve, because we know.
See, y'all niggas say things. He just said perfection. Where did I get perfection from my children? If she have 3 baby daddies, that ain't perfection.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not gonna disown her for that.
and from what we can see, you don't have perfection either.
He
You
learned
know,
it from you.
Right, so
He learned it from you, my nigga.
right. So if she doing what I'm doing, I ain't gonna disown her. But if she go past that, we gonna have
Oh.
a problem.
So she had 4. That's the line.
And if that nigga a killer, he no good. I'm gonna give her 1 more.
Boy, yes, boy. I'm telling you, boy.
I'm gonna give her 1 more. I'm gonna say, look,
The blind
the
leading
money
the
good.
blind.
You had this dope dealer. Number 5, if he fuck, you out of here.
And I
Get
ain't
there,
stopping
that
that
kiss.
boy no more.
Give
That's
me a
how
kiss.
them
Now
girl-
go ahead, go to work.
That's how some of them girls be winding up so fucked up. You see
You know,
what
my
I'm saying?
daughter's right on. They right on point. Hard working.
I hope they are, bro. I hope for their sake
Cause they got good mamas.
good.
But look, we
1 out of 2 ain't bad.